unitedly, my humble request, appeal to you all, to the intellectuals and leaders of the world, don't create confusion. Don't create confusion. Don't pollute the nature. Don't pollute the nature. Don't pollute the minds of the people. Don't pollute the minds of the youth, the children. So, try to make them pure. Pure. Mind pure. Water's pure. Nature pure. Clean and green. We are putting clean and green. But what? We have to put into practice that. We have to practice. I wish you grand success. So, unitedly, we have to make the world abode of the peace. With this universal pledge, I will conclude. Repeat it. You also repeat. One we are.
One we are.
We are all one.
We are all one.
One family.
One family.
Only one family.
Only one family.
We are all only one family.
We are all only one family.
I, you, he, she.
I, you, he, she.
This and that and all.
This and that and all.
We are all universal family.
We are all universal family.
Whatever the religion may be.
Whatever the religion may be.
Whatever the race may be.
Whatever the race may be.
Whatever the nation may be.
Whatever the nation may be.
Whatever the language may be.
Whatever the language may be.
We are all human beings.
We're all human beings.
We are all human family.
We're all human family.
Let us unite
Let us unite
in the name of humanity.
in the name of humanity.
Let us unite
Let us unite
for peace and prosperity.
for peace and prosperity.
Let us unite
Let us unite
for ourselves and for all.
for ourselves and for all.
Let us unite
Let us unite
for our Mother Earth
for our Mother Earth
and the universe.
and the universe.
Unity makes us strong and peaceful.
Unity makes us strong and peaceful.
Unity brings us bliss and prosperity.
Unity brings us bliss and prosperity.
If we unite,
If we unite,
we can make miracles.
we can make miracles.
If we unite,
If we unite,
we can throw away
we
poverty.
can throw away poverty.
If we unite,
If we unite,
we can make the earth a heaven.
we can make the earth a
If
heaven.
we unite,
If we unite,
we can bring the Lord to the
we
earth.
can bring the Lord to the earth.
Unity is our strength.
Unity is our strength.
Humanity is our life.
Humanity is our life.
Unity is our strength.
Unity is our strength.
Humanity is our life.
Humanity is our life.
Unity is our strength.
Unity is our strength.
Humanity is our life.
Humanity is our
So
life.
I have told that this universal pledge, it is the reaction of a little heart of the little boy in Seattle, Rishi, that we can, if we make the people, the children, they can enlighten the human values and they can spread our message and mystery. So let take the children into your hands. Don't pollute them. Inculcate, enlighten human values in them. Let them love each and every one. Fill the heart with love. Fill the mind with peace and spread love and peace wherever you go. So now some organizations, they are giving do or die. No, I don't. And
Unity is our strength.
humanity do or die is not a motto. Live and let live. Live and let others live. Smile and let others smile.
Welcome back to Center of Light. Tonight is Center of Light Foundation Prophecy, the Nostradamus 9. It seems to me that I'm having some technical difficulties. Frames are dropping. I don't know why. I get everything as free as possible. So let's keep moving. See what happens from here. It's obvious to me that spirit was present in such people like Nostradamus. You cannot deny that if these predictions are as he said they were, that this is actually transpiring. It's unfolding. So we listen. Number 6, death of the Russian president. Nostradamus predicts that the Russian president will die from a mysterious disease in 2023. Vladimir Putin does have some very serious health issues. I think one of them may be cancer. Caused the Russian stock market to crash, resulting in the loss of investors. Let me check things. I'm getting dropped frames. I don't know how cool or... It looks like everything is okay. I'm going to keep going. Happy holidays. It will cause political chaos, which will result in many deaths. Nostradamus predicted an assassination attempt on the Russian president for some time in the near future, probably at the end of 2022, the beginning of 2023. I'm sure that occurs everywhere for every leader. Number 5, a huge financial crisis. Nostradamus predicts that a huge financial crisis will hit the world in 2023. Hello, Bitcoin, American dollar. The financial crisis will last for many years and will severely affect the economy of the entire world. Many countries will be affected by the crisis. The financial crisis will be so large in magnitude that the countries will not be able to recover from it. This will lead to total failure of society and the death of a large portion of the population. From Homecoming Crossing the Bridge to the Soul, many years ago. Spirit's prediction. The economy, the world's economy will collapse and your funds will have no worth. Yes, the very thing many have valued above all will become valueless. The recent economic downturn in Japan, back then, must surely indicate to all of you that if such a crash can happen in the prosperous nation, no country is safe from such a fate. But though the world's nations may falter economically, it does not mean that people will not prosper individually. Those who have developed a prosperity consciousness will be able to manifest what is needed not only for themselves, but for others close to them. Hello, I am Grateful Center of Light Foundation. Number 4, in the Nostradamus 9, unprecedented migration. Whoa, hello, borders, open or closed, it doesn't matter. Unprecedented migration. According to Nostradamus, the USA will face immigration issues in 2023. It's happening now. But as this is being said, you think it's immigration issues now. Wait. As terrorist attacks will increase too. There has been such unprecedented migration of more than 2 million people in August, this is present day, this year. And the number is expected to grow exponentially in the coming year. This is happening in the wake of war, disasters, and persecution. If this unprecedented migration continues, it will lead to a sense of instability and chaos across the country. It will become the reason for the increased number of terrorist attacks. So now we move into video number 2. To not support, like I want to support this, but to support this potential of happening. A video I did many years ago. It's going to start off with the children of light, and then it's going to move into the migration that is not only happening to America, it's happening to the world. Because the world doesn't belong to anyone. No matter what you write down with your feather pen, your ink pen, your big pen, whatever $500 pen you bought because you're so filthy, stinking rich, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whatsoever. Number 2. People are migrating the world. Why? Not because they're bad people. You don't belong here. They belong here. They belong on the earth, and we're all of the human race. It's coming. It's here. Children of light. I'm going to go inside. There's no effort for me to do this. I simply just intend fall into a space with my passion, my sincerity, My humility, most important, at least in this regard, is to make myself vulnerable, open, let go. Children will own the world. They always have. Greedy adults took it away from them, took it away from you. But the children will own the world. And in order for any of you to move into that new world, you have to step out of yourself from playing the role of an adult. But even as an adult, you're still a child of the living light. And many in the corporations or establishment have stolen that from you. It's all changing lickety-split. It's coming to a grinding halt. And you may say to Spirit, well, it's taking such a long time. Remember, that's just the reason. You're living in time for now. Spirit does not see your vantage point whatsoever. So from this perspective, that very innocence of childlike quality, you will begin to see time will deplete from you, and things will hasten and expatiate much more to your liking. If you're seeing the world as fighting, you are not in your innocence yet. Einstein asked a very important question. When you look out, do you see a friendly universe or a hostile one? This could be your gauge, your barometer, to ignite your light. Whether you believe this idea or not, in the future, children will actually occupy seats of power. Bet you never saw that one coming, did you? Exactly. Again, it's going to require innocent eyesight to ever take in the greater picture, which these children do. They move among a flock of what you would call normal kids, but they all are a part of the mission of light. Step back. Don't stifle the child's voice. Remember, the power of divine wisdom moves through their vocal cords as you begin to listen, not just hear, resonate your spiritual heart, your spiritual ear, your capacity to take in information, the information that they are offering to you, because they are in a formation of alignment naturally. And with each wave of children that come in, you will see these abilities begin to heighten. You may call them and label them certain ideas that the adults grouped them in a box, but they will knock off your socks. They're going to get even more, as you will, strange. You do not yet understand the enigma of God. Things are not always even or odd. Off your socks. Sometimes they sit there in the center. They are offering balance. Let the child be. Let him enter the world arena. Again, we tell you, the world as you know it is dying. It's on its last cosmic breath, if you will. On the exhale, in fact. Take this opportunity now. Look around. Find these children. I don't mean just pick them out so you can see what one looks like. Find them. However you can, gather them. Even in your heart will suffice for now. Step out of your adult self. Let your child play again. Become that child. For the children will knock down the walls of the collective adult ego, arrogance, greed, troublesome, vexation. They are here, if you will, on vacation from spirit. If you only had an inkling, a simple clue of how many are raising up their hands on the other side of the veil, if you will, to say, please let me go down there and play in the cosmic sandbox yet again. The population is booming, isn't it? Right? Now, as far as your borders being open, Spirit understands from your vantage point that many countries don't like it. The walls are crashing, we tell you. The adult walls of ego-minded consciousness are crumbling. We understand that there's procedure that needs to happen to create some sort of order. But don't wind that spool too tight. It is the divine's will that everyone move about the earth. Who owns what land? No one owns anything. So the crossing of borders is going to happen. Why? The children are beginning to gather of all races. This is a world of unity. It's just that not everyone can see it. You must begin to free it, and you must begin to be it. Gather the children. Listen to the fire that comes out of their heart. This is Spirit's will and asking of you, please start. Things are beginning to take off, as you call it, as you are all being called to hear the trumpeting of the angels. On all angles, your life is going to begin to move, is going to begin to spin. These children will help you find your balance. Om Sri Sai Ram, Gurudeva Datta, Yanava. Your life is going to spin as we enter 2023 to 24, 25. Then we get to the lighter stuff, 26, 27, 28. There's still some uphilling we need to do. Tonight is prophecy. Center of Light Foundation. Prophecy, the Nostradamus 9. We are on number, counting down to number 3. I understand. Many people claim climate change is not real. In the way that those who are leading the agenda or the deal, it is not real. Because they're trying to hook you like a fish, and they muddle up the truth with some dirt, so you don't know what to believe. They give you enough of the truth and a whole bunch of dirt in the mouth. That's more dangerous than a flat out lie. So climate change is important. If we do everything we can and nothing happens, we end up with a cleaner world and cleaner people. If it is true and we do nothing, oh my God, into sheeplehood we have went. Swamiji, me, you, many people, I care about the earth. I'm concerned. It should always be kept up. Did you know that in Singapore, if you get caught chewing gum, it's illegal to chew gum. In Singapore, it's illegal to chew gum and or spit on the sidewalk. They will fine you for it. Sort of how the model should be. Number 3, Nostradamus 9. Worsening climates. Again, put on your closed captions so it will help you to navigate through Swamji's dialect of Hindi or Telugu to the English language. Nostradamus predicts that the climate crisis will get even worse by the 21st century. Well, Keith, this is just part of a natural cycle. Well, of course it is. Do you want to speed it up? Is that your point? Especially in 2023, the planet's ice caps will melt. This is happening now. The poles, in fact, both poles are beginning to shift in degrees, causing many coastal areas to be flooded. The melting of ice caps will also disrupt ocean currents. Hello, all these hurricanes. This prediction is likely to become true because the world has not reduced the production of carbon dioxide. Well, Keith, there's lots of studies. It doesn't matter. Anything that depletes anything that is life-giving is not beneficial. Wake up. So now we're going to move into video number 3. God on Earth. I like saying that. It makes me feel comforted. Like I just had a bowl of cereal before breakfast and before bed. It's like comfort food. God is on earth today. God will never leave us astray, ever. The light is the way, and it exists in all of us. But absolutely, in this incarnation of Bhagwan Sri 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 Viswayogi, the Swamji Maharaj, Lord Datta, the Supreme Lord of the universe. I know this may sound a little weird to you. Fantastic. You are expanding into beautiful possibilities. Listen with your heart.
Anjana, would you ask Swamji if the reason we're having difficulty with our water table on the earth is because one of the 5 elements of our own cells, which would be the water element, is out of balance? Would that be correct?
So తను అడిగేది ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు భూమి లోపల వాటర్ ఉంటే వాటర్ టేబుల్ ఉంటుంది కదా, అది డిస్టర్బెన్స్ అయింది భూమి లోపల వాటర్. ఆ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ మన లోపల ఉన్న వాటర్ డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వలన.
The ocean, take ocean, water in the ocean, it is going into the earth and it is becoming the, just like the rivers on the earth, inside also there are rivers. There is water inside also. So it is also polluted, the whole water. Not only water in the ocean, inside the water also. But sometimes when it filters, it will be purified. The nature itself purifying the water. We are polluting, nature purifying. In our body also, although we take the poisonous water or anything, it filters. There is a scientific method in the nature itself created like that. So we will be safe. No, nothing to worry.
So if we correct the water element or balance it within ourselves, will that change?
So language problem is there, not there. I can speak English, you can speak English, but accent problem is there. I can't understand sometimes. If you question me, I can't understand the pronunciation, accent. You can't understand sometimes my.
Yes.
That is the problem, not language problem.
So I guess the question I was asking Swamji is,
అంటే మన లోపల ఉన్న వాటర్ అంటే మన తత్వం, వాటర్ తత్వం మనలో ఉంది కదా, అది ప్యూరిఫై చేసుకుంటే మనం ప్రొటెక్ట్ అవుతామా?
That's good question. So we are having water in our body. Not only water, rasas. So many fluids are there in our body also. 3/4 water in our body. On the earth also 3/4 water, 1/4 soil. So if there is how to purify the body, how to purify the polluted things. If we take the polluted, poisonous thing, is there any way to purify it? Yes, yoga. Through yoga. Yoga is not religious one. It does not belong to any particular. If anybody says it is our, if any religion tells it is our yoga, no, it is the universal yoga. It is all the people on the earth have the right to practice it, to make his body and mind powerful, and it filters. Suppose if we do yoga means focusing our mind on a particular thing. Jesus Christ also did the same thing. He focused on the Prabhu, on the Lord. On the Lord means on the nature. And he saw the differences in the churches. Then he condemned and he wanted to purify it also. Buddha also like that. Every religious leader also, if something pollution of religion or pollution of anything happens, they want to take it off, the pollution, and to rectify the fault of the society. So yoga, focus for 5 minutes early in the morning. If you can focus on your son also, you can focus on your wife also, you can focus on any ideal also. 5 minutes. Then your body will become, mind will become powerful. Suppose take a karate person. Karate. If the karate person, with his fingers he is cutting the ice bar also. Forehead also he is cutting, splitting the ice bars. How can it be possible? Ordinary people have the, if he hit the ice bar, he will break the hand. Making the mind powerful, and the power go, make the hand powerful, make the mind powerful. He is thinking like that, and the power is going. It is a scientific process is there, and it is making the hand powerful. Then if he hits with the hand, it is happening. The same way, will, I have been telling, will power is the greatest power in the society, in the world. Will power. Increase the willpower. Through focus, you can increase the willpower. If you increase the willpower, you can do anything. That is the process to purify the waters or any pollution coming to enter into our body, system of the body.
Swamiji, there is another spiritualist in the world right now. His name is Sadhguru. He has a campaign right now called Rally for Rivers, which parallels with your work and your tour about water. My mind, my heart goes to a place in time last year called Standing Rock in the Dakotas, where the money machine wants to put a pipeline, an oil pipeline through their land. And they were standing up and they were willing to die for their water. In such a situation, do we stand up, be it metaphorically or literally, and to defend our home, or do we honestly step back and surrender? Or is it a little bit of both?
సద్గురు ఈషా యోగా సద్గురు జగ్గి వాసుదేవన్ గారు ఉన్నారు కదా, వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇప్పుడు ర్యాలీ ఫర్ రివర్ అని రివర్ ప్యూరిఫికేషన్ గురించి మొదలు పెట్టారు. మీరు కూడా మిస్సిసిపి రివర్ చేశారు. సో ఇప్పుడు అమెరికాలో నార్త్ డెకోటాలో అంతా పైప్ లైన్ వేయబోతుంటే ఈ నేటివ్ అమెరికన్స్ అంతా గొడవ పెట్టారు, ఎందుకంటే పైప్ లైన్ వేస్తే వాళ్ళ వాటర్ డ్యామేజ్ అవుతుందని. సో చాలా మంది వెళ్ళి అక్కడ నుంచి ఫైట్ చేస్తే అప్పుడు అది ఆపేశారు. సో తను అడిగేది ఏంటంటే, ఇప్పుడు ఇట్లా జరిగినప్పుడు వెన్ పాలిటిషియన్స్ ఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు డిస్ట్రాయ్ ద ల్యాండ్ అండ్ వాటర్, మనం ఏం చేయాలి? వెళ్ళి మనం ఫైట్ చేయాలా, లేకపోతే మన భూమి పాడు చేయొద్దని మనం ఫైట్ చేయాలా, లేకపోతే మనం వెనక్కి వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళు ఏం కావాలంటే అది చేయాలి? అది ఎట్లా హ్యాండిల్ చేయాలి?
Not only this, I don't want to say about the particular thing, but anything, if it harms the society, the people, so we have to condemn. And we have to protect. That's not wrong. That is the right. That is the. I don't want to go into the politics or political politics. I want to go straight, spiritual and straight. Only, even if there is any evil thing also, I want to make it good. That's, there is nothing wrong when we protest and when we have to condemn. We have to condemn. Not to pollute, not to pollute.
Swamiji,
So why oil? You are telling about the oil. I want to ask intellectuals about one question. Through leaves of the plants, trees, through roots of the plants, we can create gasoline, petrol. Think about it. Through nature, not through any digging into the ocean or anything. Come on, plant. Hundreds and thousands of acres of the land, plants, through the seeds also, you can create gasoline, petrol, oil, diesel. There is a process. If we think, if we make the mind to think, mind can give solution to so many problems. But we are not making the mind to think about the problem. If there is a problem, we have to think about the reason. What is the reason for the problem? Then we have to try to solve the problem. If we can't, we have to get the cooperation and coordination of other intellectuals also. Uniting all the intellectuals, very important intellectuals, we have to try to solve the problem. Then the problems are going away. There is no problem.
So on our level, we need to contact.
But there are social, political, financial, religious,
Yes.
so many reasons are there. So we should not be hasty. We should not be. We should be with self-confidence. First, we must have self-confidence. With self-confidence, we must be self-disciplined. We should not be hasty. We should not throw away any person who are against our opinion also. Self-confidence, self-discipline, self-control, and self-support is best support. We have to support ourselves and we have to encourage ourselves. At any time we should not be depressed and discouraged. I never discourage at any time. So I want you all also not to discourage. Wait, we will succeed. We failed now, today. Don't be suppressed, don't be discouraged, don't be depressed. Tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we will succeed. We have to try sincerely again and again and again until we succeed. We have to take the example of the great spiritual leaders and social leaders of the world.
Welcome back to Center of Light Foundation. I've been eating some cheddar cheese popcorn, white cheddar cheese. That is yum. Happy holidays to you and your family. However you celebrate that or not. But I hope you're celebrating the life of you. Moving to our next quatrain from Nostradamus. Tonight is Prophecy, the Nostradamus 9. Swamiji came in full of divine fire and illuminated the whole experience to the accuracy, to whatever level of Nostradamus. That the divine moves through all beings. He happened to have been someone who cared about the capacity to simply see, because he looked. It's not enough to see, we must look. So when we look, we find. Seek and ye shall find. It doesn't mean just lollygag and meander through life looking around. It means to intently look. And Nostradamus obviously intentionally looked.
Look into my crystal ball, my pretty. Let me tell you your future.
But this is actually very important. But it requires one to become so clear of the mind that the divine itself can be able to express itself. Quatrain number, I think, 3. No, number 2. A new Wow, that's a misprint. A new pope in the Catholic Church. Nostradamus predicts that a new pope will be elected in the Catholic Church in 2023. He also predicts that a new religious war, that's already happening now, will be a result of this election. I think Sai Baba said that this pope will be the last one. No more church. As Jesus said, my presentation last night, Scripture is dead. If you're curious to know more about that, instead of taking it out of context, follow the rabbit into the hole and watch the presentation. It'll make sense then. However, number 2, a new pope in the Catholic Church. However, this new pope will serve for only 5 years. He is predicted to create a scandal, we'll see, in the church that will start in 2023 and end in 2029. Possibly, because I did mention in 2028, 2029 is when the divine, which is the divine number 9, and this will be the end of his reign, the end of the reign of deeming someone as a fathership in a human way. It's going to all go back exponentially to the divine. But the Catholic Church will be morphed into the ancient church, the ancient pillar that will erect and resurrect itself as the infinite church. And I don't mean Catholicism. It's about the art, doing our part. I was raised Catholic. Raised Catholic, meaning when it's time to kneel, you kneel. Catholicism is a very participatory experience. When it's time to kneel, you kneel. It represents a time in our life when we need to be humble and we kneel. And when it's time to sit back and take in the Word of the Spirit. And when it's time to stand up and declare exactly who you are. Number 1 in the Nostradamus prophecy quatrain predictions. England, speak about present day, England will have a new king. Nostradamus predicted that England will have a new king in 2023. This king is going to be a ruler who loves justice and equity. I'm not doubting him. I just hope that's the case, because we know what politics is usually. Politics. He is also going to be kind-hearted and generous. Dear Lord, drop your beautiful grace on the face of Charles. This prediction was made hundreds of years ago, but we see it coming true already. The Queen of England, Elizabeth II, died on September 8th, 2022. So her son, Prince Charles III, is now crowned as the new king, most probably at the beginning of 2023. It's time. The door is shutting and ever so widening. We have to get out of shutting ourselves off and ever widening into the corridors of the mind that is very quiet, but mind you, ever so active. What is prophecy? It's you living word individual. You are the prophetic one. You are Neo. You're the one. Truth comes out of your pie hole all the time. Your pie soul, P-I, soul all the time. But people who know their craft have wielded something in the form of information. that if we choose to glean from future vantage point as we look back, we have seen something, and gratefully so that we championed the mountain. You are in a Cessna airplane, however many thousands of feet upon the earth. Hello, 2023. And you've been wanting God, the divine, the skydiver, the sky diviner. You've been swearing you want it. Well, now you are in the plane thousands of feet above the earth. Above, up, exalted, above the earth. You divine being, you heaven on earth prophecy one. But now, the final leap of faith is to jump out of the airplane. Why would I ever want out of a perfectly good airplane? Good question. Happy holidays. What is prophecy? It can be a heads up. Even nonsense as prophecy is still a heads up. And it requires the heart to decipher the truth and the mind to process it and the backbone to activate and act upon it. Hence, Yanava. Heart, plan, do. We work. I love you. Happy holidays. Peace, love, and dear Lord,